or there had to be a revenge thing because what? Who would get out of a car on the highway and risk it all like that?
That's
That had to
right.
be
Who would do that? You're right. You're right.
that,
It was
right?
somebody that wanted to make sure that he was dead that day.
Yeah, because don't
Yeah.
forget, even as much as we listen to some of their music, we like, man, You saying Ethereum?
Yeah, if Ethereum goes down, your money's gonna go down. In Ethereum, as long as Ethereum is going up, you're gonna make money by keeping your money in there. But let's just say that the Ethereum goes down like it did down to 1,200 or 1,000. You're gonna lose money by keeping your money in Ethereum.
Right.
Yeah. So and then with the USDC,
Engaging ways to share not financial advice with fellow hodlers. You'll be happy to hear that Telegram has enabled live streaming in both group chats and channels, and that's what we're going to talk about today in the lab, how you can set this up with Expert Broadcaster. So you need to have a group chat or channel set up, and you can only start a live stream in the Telegram app. So you're going to click on your group's icon or your channel's icon, and then under live stream, you're going to select live stream with, and then you just need to copy the RTMP URL and the stream key to your PC. So then in Expert Broadcaster, set up your scenes, and then you're going to start a custom broadcast output, and then you're going to name your broadcast output. You're going to put in the RTMP URL, and then you're going to put in the stream key. And then for settings, I would start with something basic like 4000 bit rate for video, 192 for audio, click OK, and then you probably want to set your resolution to 1280 by 720 and 30 FPS. Start streaming in XSplit, and then in the app, there's going to be a button that you press to start streaming, and there you go, you're live in your Telegram group chat or channel. So the cool thing with Telegram is that you can have multiple live streams going on at the same time, and people can hop between them as they like. But the important thing is that when you stop streaming, don't just stop streaming in your streaming app, but also stop the stream within the Telegram app. So if you notice that your streams are disconnecting right when you go live, there's a pretty easy fix to this. You just need to add an XA parameter in XSplit. So what you do is you find the shortcut for Expert Broadcaster, you right click on it, click Properties, and then there's this target field with this thing in quotation marks. So outside of the quotation marks at the end, add in this text that you see below. I've actually put the text in the description of this video as well. And then click OK, start XSplit, start streaming like normal, and then you should be good. If you have any questions or have any other problems, leave them in the comments. But other than that, have a good time streaming on Telegram, and thanks for watching.
छह बेस्ट टेलीग्राम बॉट्स मैं आप लोगों को इस वीडियो में बताने वाला हूं, जो मुझे लगता है आप लोगों के लिए बहुत ज्यादा यूजफुल और बहुत ज्यादा मजेदार हो सकते हैं। ये
But I'd rather live here than any other place in the world, man. I mean,
Yep.
I mean,
You want this? You're welcome.
don't you think that America is the best
Huh?
place to live? So,
You going upstairs? Where your shoes at? Let me get your shoes for you. Huh? Hold on. One second. My bad.
are you good?
Just a minute. Yeah. But
Yeah, America's the best place to live, isn't it?
it is. I mean, it is one of them. It
Yeah,
ain't the best of everything, but it's
right.
we got a lot of good. We got definitely got a lot of good here. Definitely
Yeah,
a lot of good.
and I mean, with people that live where Hussein was from, man, if you say anything against Saddam Hussein, you're gonna die.
That's what they said. It might have been true, but they had things a lot better over there before they got bombed and America bombed.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, that place is out of control now, isn't it?
Hold on, give me 2 minutes. I'm gonna be
Okay.
right.
Hi, what's good? I'm back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I just had to turn
Yeah.
this house upside down trying to find my kid's basketball jersey, man. We got to turn them in, and I couldn't find it. I was fixing down there have to buy a whole new uniform.
How much that would have cost?
And my
It was only like 50.
Oh yeah, ain't too bad. Were you able to find it?
yeah,
Yeah, I just found it, man. That's why I've been quiet. I've been searching, turning this house upside down.
Hey, you
saying,
know
hey,
what's crazy,
Yeezy,
man? I get into panic mode sometimes, man, and that should be right in front of your face sometimes.
I clean it right after the game every time. So I found his shorts.
Yeah.
And I checked the whole crib. I'm talking about every crack and crevice in this crib, man.
Yeah.
The dirty clothes, the clean clothes, everything. And I found it stuffed down in the bottom of the couch, bro. I don't know how the hell it got
Hey,
there.
can y'all
I'll
hit
In the
get
those
it
damn
for
tweets
you.
couch.
that I just threw out?
yep, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, I just hit on text. That's kids for you right there, though, man. I found that shit stuffed down in the couch.
Man, out of all places.
Yeah, that's what I never would have thought. I don't even know why I looked in the couch. I just said, what the hell? I'm going to try anyway.
And there was. And there
Hey,
was. Thank
Yeezy,
goodness you found it. Yeah.
you said you work with like the elderly people,
Yeah, I
with
think
like
patience too.
okay, so you know it is to have patience. I was helping my grandma. She been sick for like the
Yeah.
last 6 months. So I was just kind of helping her. I've been doing some physical therapy with her and trying
Yeah.
to help her to go up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
So when they get to the age where they can't go up and down them stairs on their own, and you got to help them,
Yeah.
and being patient. You want to tell them, no, sit down, I'll go and get it, but you also don't want to take the independence away from them either.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And it's best that they keep trying to move as much as they
Get your
possibly
shoes
can
on.
to give an answer what's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because if you
but
just
yeah,
What
give in,
shoes you going to wear?
uh, yeah, you don't want them to just rot away. So you want them to get up and move as much as they possibly can.
because
I don't think
you
y'all
don't use it,
playing.
you lose it.
If you don't use it, you'll lose it. This is something I didn't know, but I found out for some patients. If you get stuck in the hospital, so say you get sick and you gotta be in the hospital for maybe 3 weeks and you don't get out of bed for 3 weeks, you can lose your ability to be able to walk by being
Oh
in
yeah,
the bed for 3 weeks without if you haven't done any walking in 3 weeks.
right.
That's scary right there, man.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the bed too much either.
Nah, no, man. So and sometimes people get sick to where they can't get out of bed for 3 weeks. And then when they get out, they lost their muscles in the legs. I don't know what it's like. So I've never been a day without walking.
Mm-mm.
So uh, you would say that there 3 weeks. 3 weeks can make you where you can't walk. That's really is scary, man. And I know people that had to go to rehab because they couldn't they couldn't regain their walking again because
Right.
it was in the bed too long. Yeah. So it's
Yeah, you
what
gotta keep moving.
you gotta keep moving, man. You gotta keep moving. There was an older gentleman I used to shoot pool with, man. He was maybe in his 70s or 80s. He used to kick my ass in that pool table every day. But we didn't gamble with each other. He would just practice with me. But it's just amazing. This man was in his 70s and 80s getting around. He was still doing drywall at that age. You know how hard drywall
Mm.
is?
Man.
I hate doing that, bro.
What? He was still doing that shit at his age?
Yeah, that's tiring for me.
Oh, for sure. And this man was still coming around to the pool halls. He was still kicking ass, man. It was just amazing that I could only imagine how good he was in his 20s or 30s if he was playing that good in his 70s or 80s.
Oh, he was still playing pool at 80?
Hell yeah. It was kicking my tail. And I'm a good player. I'm a real good player. And he was beating the shit out of me every day.
Oh, he gave you a
Every
run
day.
for your money.
And we didn't gamble with each other. He liked when he saw my game, so he would take the time out to practice with me all the time. But we played like we were gambling. We practiced that hard. And he used to beat my ass every day, man. And I don't think I've ever got my ass beat on a regular basis when I doing nothing I like doing.
I picture
Yeah.
you doing all the little trick shots behind your back and shit.
You
Like,
know what? I don't know how to do trick shots. I really don't. I don't know how to do all that kind of shit right there.
you just keep it
A lot of
simple.
people, I keep it simple. Yeah. I know how to play the game of pool, but I don't know how to do all the trick shots. No, I don't know how to do none of that. But the game of pool, I'm pretty good at.
I can't say I'm just good at it, but I can play pool for sure.
So you definitely
I'll,
understand. So you definitely know how to make a ball or two.
yeah. I can play with you. You probably kill me, but I'll play with you for a few minutes anyway.
I tell you what. I moved a couple places, and sometimes sometimes people would judge you, or in the places I live, pool was played by mostly white people, right? So you didn't see too many black people playing pool. And
Yeah.
so at this time I came around, I had a big afro. I looked like somebody who just came straight off the street. And so they had never seen me before, and I got into the tournament, and I ended up winning the tournament. So the next week I come around and I win the tournament again. So I got the guy that's running the tournament. He come ease up to me. He's like, "Hey man, where you from, man?" And
That
I
respect level was raising.
yeah, and I never tell nobody. So let's say I'm living in Carolina. I never tell nobody that I'm from Alabama. I
Yeah.
say I'm from Carolina because I don't want nobody to think that I don't know nobody there, because you never know, somebody might try to jump you because they think you ain't from there. So
Oh
I would
yeah.
tell them I'm
Yeah.
from the same place. So I said, man, I'm from here, man. He said, funny. He said, I never seen you before. He said, man, you shoot a real good stick. And then he gonna say underneath his breath, but he said it so loud where I could hear him. He said, never judge a book by its cover. And
Exactly.
I bust out laughing internally, because I'm saying to myself, here you are judging me because of the way I look with this big afro, coming in looking like with these tore tennis shoes on, look like a straight bum. You thinking that I can't play. he learned,
Do you
he
got
learned
you
the
a pool
hard way.
table at the house?
I used to have one when I was a teenager, when I was 18 years old. From 18 to 21, I had one. And that's
I
about
figured
home my
you'd have you
skills at.
one just to play you some just some little pickup games with your homies when they come through or something.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Well, I never really had many people come over to my house. Me and my partner used to play all the time and practice. But I never. We would practice and we would go out and then play.
Oh
But
yeah.
the most I ever won one day on the pool table, I won 10,000 in one day on the pool table.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the most I ever won of it. And the most I
That's
ever lost gambling in one day is $11,000. But that wasn't on the pool table. That was playing ping pong, table tennis. Have you ever played that before?
you broke up a little bit when you said that.
Now I said the most I ever lost in one day is $11,000, and that was playing table tennis ping pong.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I lost that in one day, and I lost $7,000 another day playing tunk. I don't know if you ever played tunk before.
Uh-uh.
Shogun, I know you played tunk before.
He might have stepped away a second.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I
No,
lost
I
seven
never
thousand.
played that before.
You never played tunk before?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, I lost that in one day, and I used to have my hands all kind of gambling, man. But my main money maker, the thing I made my most money in was pool and cards. That's what I made my most money in. When pool got slow, cards came through, and vice versa. Yeah, I believe I got cheated out that 7,000 when I lost, but I can't prove it, and I never lost in sleep over it.
Do you go to
Nah,
casino any?
I have been. I've been like 5 times in my life and lost every time. I got, I
Hey,
got,
you know
I
the
got
only
no
reason I
luck.
go, bro? I just
Yeah,
go for the atmosphere, man.
that's the best thing to do. Go for the atmosphere. If you win, you win, and if you lose, don't go out there with any type of expectations.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
when me and my homies went to Vegas, bro, I don't go in there and blow a lot of money. I just get a couple $100 out of the ATM and I'll just go sit at the ATM. I'm in a slot machine all night and just chill.
yeah, just chill.
I just like the
I went
atmosphere and the people and the lights and shit, you
in the
know.
lights. Yeah. And if you ever notice in the casino, you probably never thought about it, but this might bring something to your attention. In the casino, you will never see a clock, and you will never see windows.
Yup. That's
They
crazy you said that.
they don't
That's
want you.
true.
They don't want you to know what time of the day is. They don't know. They don't want you to know what time it is.
They just
You
want you
better
to
have. You
spend that
better have a
money.
watch on. Uh,
They just want you to spend that money.
they want you to spend that money. Yep. Yep. So they don't want you to have no sense of time.
We got one about probably like 30 minutes up the road right here, man. And every now and then we'll go like once every few months, man. Like I said, I'll just get a couple $100 out of the ATM and just sit at the
Yeah.
slot machine all night.
Is it a big casino, or do they have every game, or do they just have the slot machines?
I mean, they got the roulette and the 21, the blackjack and and the dice table and all that shit. But I don't really do all that. I might play roulette a few times, but
Yeah.
mainly, man, I just go for the atmosphere, bro, just to chill, really, get
Yeah,
out
you
of the
don't go
house.
any expectations.
Yep.
Well, I know a guy that won 550,000 at the casino, man, and they gave him the option to take out his taxes then or take him out a year later. He decided to take it out a year later, and he
Yeah,
fucked
I
up
would
by
have been like,
doing
man,
that.
you can have it now.
You can have it now.
Get it over
I'm not
with.
gonna wait a year later because he fucked up and spent that money and didn't have the money to pay it.
Yep. Now he's got to pay back on taxes.
Oh, and he got to pay interest on top of it. So he'll probably never pay that shit off now because the interest go eat you up.
Yep. Just gonna add up. Yep.
He lost all his business. He had 3 Chinese restaurants and a pool hall. He lost all of them.
I got a couple friends. As soon as we get there, they go straight to the dice table, and I'm like, man, I'm not fixing to lose all my money over there.
Well, now they say that in the casino, it's 2 or 3 games give you the best odds in your money. I think that's roulette, dice, and some else. They give you like 51 or 49% odds
Yeah.
on so something like that.
All I know is you better not sit down at that blackjack table because they're gonna win every single time.
Let me tell you something. I played blackjack when I went to the casino, maybe on 2 occasions. One time I played with a table full of people, and I was a newbie, so I didn't really know how to play with a bunch of people. So I was winning some hands sometimes, but I was playing the wrong way where the table was losing. Man, I had motherfuckers getting mad as hell with me at that table.
It's like you pretty much better hit for 21 every time.
Oh man. Man, but the thing about it is the dealer, he has like 6 decks. They got like 5 or 6 decks. How you gonna beat that? Back. And then I think I lost maybe about 100. I got the fuck up out of there. And I never went again. Never went again, man. I just I don't like betting on stuff I got no control over.
Right.
I got no control, but I got no control over the dice. I got no control over the cards. Um, even when I used to make a lot of money playing cards, a lot of times you got no control over what cards you gonna get when you playing Tuck.
You
Have
don't.
you ever played Tuck before, Shogun?
Man, when I was a little kid, I don't even remember most of them card games now.
Okay. Yeah, I used to
But
play a lot of. I used to gamble and play Tuck a lot, and I used to make a lot of money playing Tuck. But I lost my fair share a bit too playing Tuck. And no matter how good you play, you gotta rely on the cards to come your way.
all right,
Yeah, so you just gotta know how to play the cards when you get them.
that's right.
It's 100% skill game.
Yeah,
It's 100% skill game. You control your destiny on that pool table. Yeah, that's what I love about it. Is you against your opponent at the table. Ain't no excuses when you lose.
mm-mm.
Uh-uh. See, when you play 5-on-5 basketball, you play sports. You gotta rely on other people.
Right.
When you box, it's just you against your opponent.
Just you against your opponent.
Yep.
Sometimes the referee can get involved, but
Yeah.
can get in the way. But yeah, for the most part, you do got an opportunity to it's man versus man
It's man versus man.
or woman
Cause see,
versus woman.
everybody don't have the same desire as you got. Everybody doesn't have the same desire to win like you might have.
Right.
You might have an insatiable desire to win. What I've learned, a lot of people don't have that. They don't. They could care less about losing. They could care less about winning,
Hmm.
and it shows. It shows sometimes when you play 5-on-5 sports or when you play football, somebody on that team don't care about winning. It ain't that big deal to them, and they're not gonna put forth the effort. So that's the thing about team sports. It takes more than one person to win. But in tennis and boxing and pool, it's mono against mono.
Right.
And that's the beautiful thing about it. You can't make no excuses unless the referee cheating.
That's right. Nobody
Yeah.
getting in your way, really.
Yeah. Have you ever been cheated by a referee before?
I don't want to say cheated, but I felt that there was favoritism. Well, anytime you in somebody else's hometown and you
Yeah.
compete in somebody else's hometown, you're gonna have a disadvantage.
Yep.
Like, so I have been there's times where I won and they gave me a draw. Where
Oh
I thought I
man.
landed more punches and they gave me a draw.
Yeah.
So I felt kind of slighted in that way. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can't say outright like I got robbed. Um,
And how many
but
fights you
yeah.
said you've had in the ring?
What in the street fighting, like
Like
boxing,
backyard
street
street.
boxing?
Yeah.
I think maybe 12. I think I had
Are
about
you
12
12-1?
fights. I
Get your
might
shoes
I got
on.
I'm probably 10-2, something like that, or 11-2, something. Um,
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good
I
record.
might
Go
be
put your
ten and
shoes
two,
on.
but
Did you
like
did you stop doing it?
yeah, I kind of not necessarily that I wanted to, but I kind of moved on. In my last fight, I felt that they gave me a draw when most people said that I won, and
Okay.
they offered me the rematch. They was gonna fly me out and they pay me all right for the rematch, but I just didn't feel like pursuing it because most people said that I had won it, so it really wasn't no
Yeah.
point for a rematch. But
And you know what else? You still got your faculties upstairs too.
yeah. Yeah,
So
for
that's
for
always
right now, who
yeah,
knows what it'll do in the future. But what I
yeah,
try to do, that's why I like doing this with the crypto and talking to people, and I still like learning different languages because you want to keep your brain sharp.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know,
For
you
sure. I
definitely
mean,
want to keep your brain sharp.
I see a lot of boxers like James Tony, man. You can barely
Ah
understand a
man,
word somebody's mouth.
right? And he's
Yeah.
one of the greatest.
Yep. Yep. And it
But
ain't worth it, man. You gonna walk around brain dead.
right,
Yeah, man.
I was thinking about that. I had a talk with my cousin about that one time because he
Yeah.
also liked to fight. I said, nobody wants to have brain damage, but at the same time, if you're wealthy enough, it's bad. It's bad if you're not well, if you don't have anything, and you constantly depending on people. But if you make enough money during that career to take care of you, even if you're sick in the head, it
Yeah.
might not be as bad. Because do you know, there's people that get Parkinson's, people who get have brain damage, who have not amnesia, what's it, dementia, and they never
Mhm.
boxed.
Yeah.
So really can't get away from it if it's meant for you.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. There's certain things that um I think that when we all put on this earth, we all gonna die. We all have a set day we're gonna die, and we're gonna have a reason why we get up out of here. We just don't know what it is. We don't know how we're gonna leave this earth, and we don't know if it's gonna be by disease, gonna be natural causes, or what.
Real
Uh,
talk.
yeah, but yeah. I mean, if you ever get your money like Floyd Mayweather has got his money. He said, why would he keep fighting and taking a chance of bringing it? He's made enough money.
Oh yeah, he beat the I don't know if I say he beat the system, but like he won. He's the
Yeah,
biggest winner.
yeah. Cause look at his dad. You can bet understand what his dad says.
Right.
His dad got a real speech impediment, and I believe that
Yep.
came from boxing.
Yep. And he's like 70 years old.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He been tripping me out because his dad keep it as real as possible too, boy.
Mm-hmm.
He funny as hell. But one thing for certain, that man loves boxing.
Yep.
He loves
Yep.
it.
Yep. That's his life.
That's his life. And you know he's rich.
Yep.
Yeah.
He
And,
don't need but he love it. And that's the thing. When you love something, you just can't let it go.
and let it go. You know what? That's all I want to do is do that. I've been like that
Same.
my whole damn life and didn't even realize it.
I feel like that's for me now with this crypto thing
Yep.
because I never thought that I'd be in crypto, but crypto just sucked me in, man. And like, I
It
mean, because
probably
you
got
want to
all your
win.
attention.
Yeah, it took too same time is because the rewards can be big.
Yeah, yeah. I'm constantly on my phone, even when I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm,
steadily.
I'm I remember when I first started getting into the crypto and Telegram, I would even be at the gym looking at my wallet. I'd be running. I'd be running 5 o'clock in the morning, doing 5, 6 miles, and I'd be looking at my wallet and trying to see if my wallet moved up. But I learned you can't do that. You just got to stop paying attention to your wallet.
That's correct. You gotta stop paying attention to your wallet. Um,
Yeah.
and just know it's a process.
Yeah.
Just know it's a process, but sometimes you still can't help it.
Right. But yeah,
Yeah,
you want to see where you at. as long
yeah.
as long as this community is here and the community continue to grow, we're gonna be fine. It's just the work we have to put in the work in the beginning, because if we don't put the work in, who's gonna put it in? Nobody.
No, no,
You
nobody.
can't depend on the next person to shield for you. You can't depend on the next person to tweet. You can't depend on any of that. So
Mad
it's like
Apes just hit me back.
he did.
What do you say?
He said he'll update here soon.
I hope so. I just hit him up on Twitter too. Sent him a tweet.
Yeah, he
Hope
just now messaged me back, man, on Telegram. I
that's
just
what's
Okay.
up.
said throw us an update, throw us an update out there when you can or whatever.
Right.
Is he an influencer?
Yeah, he's a pretty. I mean, he's a pretty good caller, man. He brought us a lot of volume on like day 2, day 1. I
Oh
think it was
wow.
like day 2, wasn't it, Shogun?
I don't
Seemed like.
remember what day, but he did say he called us. I don't remember
I remember him
exactly.
pinning it at like 27K, and then it ran up. I just can't remember because I know
I,
when B Roots called it, it was about 25K again. So I don't know if we ran up after his call and it come back down, and then when B Roots called it, that's when it went to 200. But I know he did bring volume, man. He brings a lot of volume. I'm not
well,
saying his update's gonna bring us volume, but just to just to show his people like nobody gave up here, it's still going, you know.
right. Keep the name out there.
But yeah, he just told me he'll do it when he can.
That's good, man. That's
Yeah,
good.
because I remember. I do remember trying to get him to see if he was gonna post Wally, and he said I already did. I was like, really? I didn't know. But man, we need like what we really need. We need like 3 calls back to back. If we could get 3 calls back to back, that could get us pumping to like. I'm sure we get 3 like good calls. It'll take us to like 250K.
Ooh.
I think so.
Um.
Hey, and as soon as we get back to that all-time high, bro, even if we got to creep back up to it, that's when it's really gonna get popping in here again.
What was the all-time high?
200.
200.
Damn it, we made it made it to a 200 market cap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
200K. That was like what, the third, fourth day or something like that. Nah, that was like the first. That was like the first week. After the first week, maybe 7th day or something like that.
It seems like
Hey,
we had got. I think we had launched. It had launched on that Sunday, and I think we had got on Shield Tank that Thursday or that Friday, and then he called it. So yeah, about a weekend or so.
Oh, damn, I had no idea. I mean, that damn high.
Was
yeah,
you didn't have a bag yet?
nah, I
Huh?
don't think I don't know if he was here then. That was early on. That was like the
No, I
day
didn't get it right at the beginning.
6
I got
something.
I got it at 109,000 market cap. That's when I got my first bag at 109,000.
Oh yeah, that's after he called it.
Yeah, and
Well,
then
B Roots. Yeah. Who called first? Well, B Roots never called, but B Roots had us on Shield Tank. What happened first? Was that Mad
I
Apes or
think
B
Mad
Roots?
Apes called us when we ran back up to like 35 or 40, and then or something like that, bro. But I
Because
do
for
know
B
Mad Apes
Roots,
was before. All I remember is Mad Apes pinned it in his lounge at 27K.
because B Roots had us from at 25K, and then we got to like 130 or something. Man, where all all these damn bees coming from?
Got a lot of respect in this space on it.
Say what?
Influencers got a lot of respect in this game for it. They can make break they can make the project.
Yeah. I have to say, man, about one of the last real ones left is Mad Apes, man. I really think he's a real one. He ain't like the rest of your callers, man. I don't think he's a greedy guy. He'll call it low. It ain't like he buys it 10K and then calls it at 50K. He's gonna
Yeah.
call it when he buys it, man.
So some people will make you pay. Some influencers make you pay in order for them to talk about your project too, right?
Yeah, and yeah, nobody had to pay him. He did that just willingly, man.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can they
that's
want?
always dope too, because it's organic, you know.
Yeah. Want some of them callers dump on your head too?
What you
Yeah,
say, bro?
but,
You
but
broke up a
yeah,
little bit.
they would try, but if you win before them, they can't dump on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you, as long as we in
So that's
before them,
as long as you're in before them, they can't do it.
right? Well,
Man.
I should say at a lower market cap. That's what I'll say.
Okay.
Yeah, if you had a lower
Who's
market
supposed,
cap, then
who's supposed to be the biggest influence in the game right now? Is it that I can't think of his name. Let me see.
Your pop is pretty big.
Oh, your pop is big.
Yeah. Jake Gagan has
I
made a
got a
really
play.
good name.
I got a play that somebody tried to get me in. They told me your pop, Hilton, and our zone Austin are on board with this project. And right now the market cap was last time I checked, but the guy sent me a link. It was 200. The market cap was 292,000. He told me get in and get my 1%. He sent me this yesterday. Matter of fact, he told me try to get at least 1% bag, bro. That's 10 million tokens. But hell, I ain't trying to get a 1% bag and 10 million tokens at 292,000 market cap.
Oh yeah.
But that shit probably high as hell. It's in the thousands.
Just
If
know
I get
you
that project
set.
going
Like
over there,
you got you a damn good position right here.
yeah. You think I ate in that shit? Hell no. I stay right where I am. And more power to your pop and Hilton, all them motherfuckers. I mean, all them guys over there. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm good. I just wait my turn over here.
Yeah, we're gonna win big here, bro. It's just gonna
Yeah.
take a little bit of patience.
I'm not aping I'm not aping thousands of dollars trying to get a max bag in a market cap that got 200,000 market cap.
What does a
Uh,
max cost here right now? About 1,500?
1,800. Max is the max 20 million tokens.
Pretty
well,
much, yeah. That's what we're
Yeah,
that's
considering.
what we're considering it. Yeah,
1,800. I
because
just look. I
really
just
they
looked.
ain't no max.
Oh, ain't no max.
But
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 two
we
percent.
want people to break them wallets up and have like less than, as long as it's under 2% per wallet.
Yeah,
It's
we're
cool.
just trying to encourage everybody to keep it around that 20 million or less, just to keep that,
Yeah,
respect for the distribution,
yeah,
just the distribution looking good.
yeah.
So it's never
Because
even brought up by anybody, they don't even have nothing
Right.
to say like shit, distribution looks good.
You guys,
Yeah.
dude, the top 10% own 80% of the top 10 wallets own 80% of the supply. People come in here with that
yep,
sometimes, and I'm like,
Yeah,
and that stops people from buying too, right?
it does.
it
It
could
really does.
potentially, yeah.
Not
I understand
everybody.
why.
Yeah. 'Cause
I mean, because nobody wants to get dumped on.
Come on, KD.
nobody want to get dumped on, but you also have to. I think those people need to have a long-term vision when they invest. Are you investing for the short term? Then yeah, you should be
Correct.
worried. But if you
Correct.
invested for the mid to long term, you shouldn't care about none of that. You should just buy, and when it dips, you buy more, and you talk about it. You have to show your bag. You have to work. You have to tell people about it, because if you don't, then the
Yeah.
community doesn't grow. And the main thing is we got to spread the word, because you want people like Elon Musk talking about it. You want the Vitalik talking about it. You want these celebrities talking about it. So we have to talk about it first because they gotta find out from
So
us.
how do you share your bag?
Huh? Sure.
How do you share
You just
when people buy? How do you share it?
like for example, when we go on Twitter, like you get a Twitter account and
Yeah,
you have your Twitter account that's dedicated just to your crypto.
Get your
And
shoes on and come on. Turn the TV
and
off.
and you find out who these influencers are, these crypto influencers, and you go to their Twitter channels, or you go to their YouTube channel and you say, hey, check out this project called Wally. It reminds me of the early Shiba Inu, or this Wally project. I like this community, this Wally community,
yeah,
or I think Wally is gonna be the next 1000x, 10,000x, little stuff like that. You got to get on social media, whether it's Instagram or Facebook or mainly Twitter. And you just
yeah.
talk about it. You say, hey, y'all, check out this project called Wally. I think this is going to be the next big one. Stuff like that. Or that's what you call shilling, basically promoting and marketing and advertising.
And just kind of
Okay.
throw in what we talk about.
Because
How
I
we're
think
building. A strong foundation, a good solid family of good people here, man, that know how to hold, and know how to,
yeah,
make a project successful, man. That's just sticking together and working together.
Yeah. Hey, easy. There was a
that.
sorry. I was
Hold
gonna
on,
say there was a guy back in the day. He used to tell everybody, hey, just buy some Bitcoin, buy $1 worth of Bitcoin, just buy $1 of Bitcoin. And he
yeah,
always telling people that. Now, back in the times, nobody was caring about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is like 10 cents. Nobody thought
right.
that Bitcoin would do what it is. But by him continuously telling people that, sometimes he'll be on TV and like, yeah, buy a little bit of Bitcoin. Every chance he was telling people about it. That's called shilling. When you shill in your bag, when you let people, yeah, because best believe he owned some already, but before he told anybody to get some, he already he already bought loaded it up, and I'm guaranteed he's a multi-millionaire right now.